Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2 of my From Dust playthrough slash walkthrough. Basically we'll be tackling level 3 in this part of my series. This is one of the levels that really impressed me when I was playing through. I really enjoyed this level, and it's the first time you get to sample some of the I suppose the magic of the From Dust world. So as you can see, got my tribespeople, send them over to the first statue to create our first little village. And then there they are, channeling away, and there's the vegetation. So basically, the goal of this level, just like every other level really, is to go to each of these obelisks and create villages, and then go over to the gate, the passage, which I was going to show you before I was rudely interrupted by the cutscene. But yeah, that's basically the idea, to get to the passage. So as you can see in the at the top, I suppose in the top right, there's a timer counting down. Basically what that's counting down to is the an event that's going to happen, which is a massive tidal wave, which is going to basically come and destroy the village. So what you have to do is you have to send a villager off to collect an ancient magic. So there he is, my man who I've sent on the challenge to go over here. Basically, the whole game basically is escorting these people around to various places, getting them to do various things, and just surviving really. So he's gonna come up to over here, and there's a river. Now rivers are a real pain, because if I block it off just here, all that's going to happen is the water's going to mass up behind it and then eventually overflow. So what I'm going to do is, if I block it off just here with a load of dirt, as you can see the water masses up but then starts flowing down the alternate route down here into this big body of water. Now one thing to note is that water does slowly erode the soil. So for example, if a little bit was getting through just there, it would slowly work it away, and more and more and more would come through. So you have to be quite careful. So as you can see, the foliage has spread quite a lot already to over here, and that'll probably just keep going and going and going. It might even reach up here where we just collected the magic from. So this guy's back on his way to the village. Hopefully he'll be there in time. I'm pretty sure he will, considering he's got over a minute spare. So when he gets to the village, basically you'll see the thing that I think is really awesome and makes this game totally worth playing. They don't like to take their time, most of these tribespeople. They're very slow. So here we are. He's back. He's brought it back to the village, and any second now there should be a cutscene, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no. There we go. So basically, as you can see, it'll be in 20 seconds. What I'll do is, I'll start taking a little bit of dirt while we wait from over here, because we're going to have to get to that. So I'll just plonk a bit of dirt just there, and a bit more just there. Right. So as you can see, straight away the screen's shaking, and this massive tidal wave is coming. So I don't know why I found this so awesome. When I first played this, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But as you can see, the magic has meant that they can just keep the water at bay. I mean, the developers of this have done a really good job, to be honest with you. I mean, it does have some issues, like trying to run it on. Oh no, there's one guy there being taken away. No! Oh, that poor guy. Getting caught up. Oh dear. Well, I'm afraid to say I think he might be a goner. Yeah, it's not looking too good for him, is it? Dearie me. That's a bit rough. Goodbye. Good night, sweet prince. So yeah, as you can see, the water absolutely wreaks devastation all over the map. As I was saying, yeah, there's been some issues with the game. I know a lot of people have complained about the lack of graphic options and the lack of AA, and if I'm not mistaken, it's frame rate capped at 30 FPS, I think it was, which it basically reeks of console port. Like, everything suggests that it's just been taken straight from the Xbox version, which is quite annoying. I would have thought they would have spent time to actually sort of try to cater to PC gamers, but maybe I'm wrong. The other thing is the DRM, which it comes with. Basically, the DRM requires a constant internet. Well, at the moment, you have to have an internet connection to play the game. A community mod stated on the Ubisoft's forums that it would only require a one-time activation. So you purchase the game, register it online, and then you can play it offline whenever. However, when the game was released, that was not the case. You had to connect to Ubisoft servers every time you wanted to play the game, which left a lot of people quite disappointed, because people who have bad internet, or people that are traveling a lot, stuff like that, they couldn't access the game despite having paid for it. So Ubisoft, as I say this, Ubisoft are offering refunds. However, they will be removing the DRM in 2 weeks. They said that they're working on a patch that takes roughly 2 weeks, that will be released in roughly 2 weeks, sorry. Which will basically remove all the DRM so that you don't need to be connected to the internet every time you launch the game, which, to be honest, shouldn't really have been in place in the first place. I have quite strong views about things like DRM, and to be honest, the majority of it, especially things like constantly online DRM, just punishes the customer that legitimately bought it, whereas the pirates can constantly play offline. So, you know, take from that what you will, I suppose. Now these villagers are being a bit awkward here, deciding I'm not going to cross. What are you talking about? I don't want to go across there. You will go across there. It's just going to take me a load of bloomin' dirt. Right, go on, run across. When you're ready. Dearie me, now he's going to get flooded from all the water. They don't half like to play about. I hope they hurry up. We've only got bloomin' just over 3 minutes before they're dead. So I don't know what the heck they're doing down there, but there we are. Grab some more dirt. As you can see, they sort of have a mind of their own, really. They just go wherever they feel like it. No disregard for what the easiest path is. So there we go. They'll make it to that one, and then hopefully we'll be able to make it in time to get to the gate, to the passage. So I'll just start clearing all the water out while they're making their village. So yeah, if you guys have opinions on DRM and all that stuff, feel free to leave them in the comments. We can have a bit of a discussion about it. Obviously the only thing is don't go slagging each other off because you each have different opinions. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so let's leave it at that. Right, so they've made their village and we're good to go. Just gotta get them to the passage now and get the passage cleared out of water. Hopefully before the next flood, which is in just over 2 minutes. That will be interesting. So they've decided to take a crazy route for some bizarre reason, which goes all the way around the houses. Deary me, they don't half like to mess you about. Right, come on you guys. Right, that bit's free of water so they can get there now. I've just gotta make the dirt bridge. But you see, because the water's flowing in that direction, it might just start to pile up behind them if it can't get through. They should be able to get through, go on. I think this guy's falling behind a bit. Blooming heck. He's on the slow train, he is. Get rid of some of this water over here. So yeah, I mean, as you can see from the vegetation meter, I'm really not that fussed about it. It's very easy to do, it just takes time, which is a pain really, because I'm hoping to keep these videos between 15 to 20 minutes each. Doing a level of video probably from now on, and if I go over that... How are you stuck just there? Deary me. Yeah, if I go over 15 to 20 minutes of video, then what I'm probably going to do is split that video up into multiple parts and just label each part so that you guys know which part is which, and it should be quite easy to figure it out. It'll just be part 1, 2, 3, etc. So yeah, there's the end of this level. But I mean, as you go further and further in, there's all kinds of really cool features. There's lava in the next level, so that's something to look forward to in the 3rd video. So I hope you enjoyed this, and take care guys, see you in the next video.